Huh. All right. What's going on, family? I know that this thing just started, so we'll see how this goes. I'm not going to be on here long. My goal is to be on here for 30 minutes. So it's 31 seconds down. For those who don't know, my name is Samantha Lee. I have a channel. Well, I guess you wouldn't call it a channel, but I have a platform on three different. Wait. Come on, Sam. Think. I'm sorry, y'all. Let me tell you, my brain is not moving the way it need to be moving. Okay, let me say this again. I have a platform on three different applications. Your girl ain't going. It's not happening. But anyway, y'all, my name is Samantha Lee. I have an account on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. And it's Love Samantha Lee. If you guys don't know anything about me, I am a therapist by trade. I went to University of Georgia for my degree. Go Dogs. And I am full-time. I work full-time as a therapist for a nonprofit here in Georgia. I also create content full-time on those four platforms, and I have a podcast. So those are the number of hats that I wear. I also offer coaching for those who want to meet with me. I do some sessions. I don't have as much time as I've said before. I work full-time job. I do content full-time, and then I have a podcast, and I'm starting to branch out and do other people's podcasts. So I'm busy. But I still do coaching whenever I can. It's usually like odd times, but I offer coaching if you guys want to ask me a perspective about your specific situation. So, my website, I think it's lovesamanthalee.com. You can go there and book a call with me. All right. So I do have a lot going on. But yes, that is who I am in a nutshell. I like to create content related to my perspectives based on psychology, spirituality, and my own observations, my own life experiences. It is countercultural. It doesn't necessarily go with what's happening in today's culture. I think that God gave me a platform to do that. And so I do that unapologetically on all the platforms I've told you about. So that is me in a nutshell. Samantha Lee. Okay. Oh, all right. So I thank you, John. He went ahead and started the giving on the Cash App. Thank you guys so much. For those who decide who want to contribute to the show, and either by buying the super chats or sending in Cash Apps, it means a lot to me. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right. So yeah. So that is that. We're gonna keep on going. We're gonna keep on moving for today. So I did not. Dang it. Oh, Lord. Oh, well, it's okay. I'll just do that on Wednesday. There was questions that were submitted. I took pictures of those questions, so I'll answer those. I didn't remember like three of them, but they were one person asked me how much do I weigh, which I thought was a really interesting question. Like, why do you want to know how much I weigh? I like, honestly, y'all, like some of the questions be funny. I'm not a big person, but I think I actually met somebody recently that know me online. This thing is really just bothering me. I don't know why this thing is not like staying straight. Like, bro, what is happening? Whatever. Somebody saw me and they're like, "You're not as big of a person as I thought you would be." I'm not. I'm not. I'm like 5'4", 5'5", and I'm probably. I would say I probably right now I'm probably about 135. So I'm not a big person, but I'm not, I'm not skinny like, I'm not too big either. I'm got a little something going on. But yeah, so anyway, that was an interesting question that I got. I also got, would I be willing to have somebody's child? No, no. If you're not my man, I'm not having your baby. That's just you'd be surprised how many questions I get about having somebody's child. Right now, I'm not trying to have baby. I honestly, even if people offer, I do get the money. Like, okay, I'll pay you, but it's like for me, like, okay, if I have a child, just hear my logic, y'all. Just hear my logic. If I have your child, then that's one less viable egg that I have for my future person. What if they want to have a baby with me? What if they want my genetics too? What if they want my genetics too? Then I just gave away my genetics to some man, and there might be a man that want want to dip into my genetic pool. You know what I'm saying? So I can't do that. I can't give that away. So when people ask me those questions, just go ahead and let them know I'm not having people's baby. I'm not being paid to have people's baby. I'm just not gonna do that. Okay, just can't do it. And I think the other question was Valentine's Day. We're gonna have a live on Wednesday. We're gonna be talking a little bit more about Valentine's Day, so we'll talk about those particular questions as far as like related to Valentine's Day and things like that. So that is that. How many kids do I want? Listen, one is a good question. I could have like, if it was up to me, one more. I probably could give the world one more. But otherwise than that, I don't know if I would want more than one. Yeah, I don't know if I want to go for two. I'll probably just go for one. But that's me. But that's just me. I already have my daughter, so if God doesn't want me to have any more children, I'm fine with that too. Anyway, that is some of the questions that I received for tonight, which is funny. But yeah. Hundy baby, like what's up with you, bro? Like, are you a girl or are you a boy? I'm sorry. I don't mean bro disrespectfully. I'm just asking, like, what's up? Like, what are we talking about here? Because today we're talking about moving on from a breakup. So what are you asking me? And like, why are you asking me it 87 times? Like, what's the point? We're talking about moving on from a breakup. Moving on. Healing. Okay? So let's keep on topic. Sam's, right? Right? Anyway, so that is enough. Sorry, y'all. I like to be I'm a little spicy sometimes, especially when I'm like tired. I'm a little sleepy. I had a really weird like sleepy time. I can be a rebound. Well, I'm not. You wouldn't be a rebound now because I've been out of a situation for a while. So I would not be. I'm actually really. I'm a good healed space. So no one would be a rebound at this point in my life. They would be a clear choice. They would be a viable option. They would not be a rebound. I am clear on where I'm at. So that's that. Okay. So this is where we're going to keep moving. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm just going to have to. Can I ask y'all a question? This is my problem. And I'm going to stop talking because I'm just really, I used to think women alone were like messy and say a whole bunch of stuff. But like, I am learning in my time on doing these platforms that men have just as much energy on the keyboard as women do. Like, men be saying women be doing a whole bunch of different things, but men be doing the same daggone thing. Like, they be keyboard warriors saying a whole bunch of stuff. And then when I meet them in person, it's, can I have your number? I'd be a great stepdaddy. But you behind closed doors, or not behind closed doors, but at home in the comfort of your home, you want to do this on the internet. But then when I see you in person, it's, are you looking for a stepdaddy? Let's keep it clear, family. Let's keep it clear. Either you like me or you don't. I'm okay either way. I'm okay either way. It's good. I'm good money. Don't flip flop. I don't respect that. That's not where I'm from. That's not what I do. We're not gonna do flip flopping. Okay, that is one thing that is very. I don't like that. I'm just saying, y'all. I just don't like that. I just don't like that. I just don't like that. I don't like it when people say that. Like they just it's like the flip flopping. Because I've met, and here's the thing, it's because it's happened multiple times. It's happened. I don't like that. You're not going to talk crap to me on the internet just to get my attention. And then when you meet me in person or you happen to see me in person, it's like, oh, I was just playing with you on the internet. Are you like dating anyone? You harassed me for months and now you want me to date you on the internet? No. Like, no, ever. Like, that's why it's not a good strategy. It's not a good strategy. You should be loving. Try being loving. Try being loving. Like, say something that I want to hear. But anyway, I digress, y'all. It's because I'm sleepy. I had time today. Back to what I'm saying. So tonight's episode is about, we talked a little bit about this last week, about just moving on and healing for breakup. We had to get off the live because it was a long live and I didn't want to overdo it. But it was something that I felt like we could keep going on and on about. There was questions about breaking up and moving on and how to heal and things of that nature. So we are picking that back up today, especially in light of the holiday coming up, Valentine's Day, which to me, y'all, it's kind of like a BS holiday, but I'll save that for Wednesday. That's not to say like when Valentine's Day isn't, if it's special to you, it's special to you. It's just my perspective, my opinion. Doesn't mean anything. But anyway, so we'll talk about that more on Wednesday because I think it makes people feel lonely, makes people feel like they're not where they need to be in life because they don't have a person on Valentine's Day, or they try to contrive relationships for Valentine's Day. I just don't like that because it's a holiday. It's we make money off of Valentine's Day. It's a holiday made to make money. But that's just me. That's just me. I know I'm saying a lot. Doesn't matter. But let's keep it moving. So in light of Valentine's Day and in light about relationships and things of that nature, thank you, Reginald. Thank you, Reginald. There are some things that we talked about. Okay, so one of the things that we talked about was how unforgiveness keeps us in toxic cycles. We did not speak enough about this, and I'm gonna kind of continue what I was saying then, right? So attracting the same type of pain, right? So here's the thing, family. A lot of people that I've met, especially people that may have negative perceptions on relationships or moving forward or dating, a lot of it is because of unresolved pain, right? And I understand it takes time, but also takes motivation. What I find today in today's world is that either there's two types of people. Number one, people that jump into a relationship unhealed with unresolved trauma and then bleed on people that didn't cut them. Or number two, people that never or almost never get into a real relationship where they're vulnerable again because they're afraid of being vulnerable. Neither one of these options are good for you unless you are okay with being by yourself. But most people don't want to be alone, right? They don't desire to be by themselves forever. In fact, there might be a little bit of emptiness, especially not having a relationship. You coming home, let's say you were a married man, right? And you had a wife and a family at home, and now you don't have that. There's a hole that's there, right? There's something that's missing. There's something that's unfulfilled because family does do things for people. So I don't like the rhetorics and the extremes that we have on the internet about like, forget women, don't ever speak to another woman, and just find another woman tonight and we're healing. Like neither one of those are the right ways to go about it. I think there's very much more in the middle, right? So I think that there is time. Studies show that about a year on your own, a year single, not in a relationship, single after a relationship is what is recommended. Okay, a year alone. And again, it depends on the relationship. Like if you were in a relationship for 3 months, okay, you probably don't need a year, right? But if you've been in a relationship for years, You need up to a year, 12 months of being by yourself and just kind of like dealing with what has happened, right? So a year. Now, I find that that's very hard for, in today's society, there's not a lot of people that like being alone. So they jump into something new immediately. And I think that that's